Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today at the New Hampshire International Speedway for the running of the Lakes Region 200. This is race number 17 of the year. Ryan Scott and Brad Keselowski make up your front row as we go racing here today. Before we go any further, I would like to point out that I am not feeling the best right now. I have a pretty bad cold, but still want to get this race out for you guys. Brian Scott and Brad K on the front row. Chris Buescher trying to get back in the championship battle, 9th in points. He will roll off 3rd alongside Ben Rhodes in the rookie, the 88 car. Austin Dillon, last week's winner from passing Kevin Harvick in the last lap. He will roll off 5th alongside 3-time 2015 winner Denny Hamlin. Regan Smith and Kyle Busch, Brendan Gaughan and Clint Bowyer, your top 10. Down below, you will see your starting grid rolling across your screen. And time to mention that Chase Elliott has a 15-point lead in the championship. Darrell Wallace Jr. 15 points behind. But then it's 47 points behind. On 3rd place, Elliott Sadler. Ryan Scott and Regan Smith, the top 5 in points. Right now, the top six are separated by 67 points. Ty Dillon is 6th. Rod Reed, Danny Suarez, Chris Buescher, and Brendan Gaughan, they need help if they want to get back into this championship battle. It can be done, though, but a lot of work and a lot of luck. Ryan Scott is on the pole. And let's get this race going. As the pace car will lead the field onto the racetrack. As they will do that, let's look at some of the driver changes for this weekend's race at New Hampshire. Beginning with the number 54, driven by Kyle Busch, his 3rd race of the year in this 54 car, taking some time off in 2015 in the lower series. But Busch is back in the 54. Driving the 25 today is Clint Bowyer making a rear appearance. Driving the 25 for Xfinity and Motorsports, I believe he has some trouble in the back. Then some cars are out of line, Josh Wise and Eric McClure. Josh Wise in the 55. Also back here, the 15 driven by Jimmy Weller, the 90 driven by Tyler Young, the 26 driven by Eddie McDonald, the 13 driven by John Jackson, the 17 being driven by Ted Christopher, the 40 by Andy Seiss, the 98 by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Those are one of the new names. But making their way out of turn number 4. We'll get us underway here at New Hampshire. Coming down to the green flag, the 60 of Chris Buescher does not get going. Keselowski trying to hang on the outside of the 2 of Brian Scott. Then we get down into turn 1. Buescher now on the inside of Keselowski trying to get second away. Here comes through the middle, the number 20 of Denny Hamlin. On the inside of Ben Rhodes, on the outside of Regan Smith, the 20 car. In the middle, Ryan Scott gets away from the 2 guys behind them running for 2nd place. As we come off turn number 4 to complete lap number 1 at New Hampshire. And the 97 goes around Peyton Sellers and collects the number 8 of Blake Cook. Cook spins down the track. Harrison Rhodes trying to dodge. And they're all running into each other. Ted Christopher and a lot of damage on the 26. That is Eddie McDonald. Caution waves for the first time today. Now trying to get 4th place is Regan Smith in the 7. Chris Buescher trying to get around Brad Keselowski for 2nd place. They're side by side for 2nd. And Buescher clears to number 22. And we have a crash back in the pack. Is that Elliott? That's Darrell Wallace Jr. involved, the number 6. And that is Chase Elliott. 1st and 2nd in points, Chase Elliott and Darrell Wallace Jr. involved in our first caution of the day. Wallace Jr. on pit road, trouble for your top 2 in the championship. The 17 of Ted Christopher has a lot of fronted damage on that 17 car, but the caution is out. A big story here at New Hampshire, as your top 2 in the championship has just been in a crash. We're going to see what happened, but first let's see what happened to Peyton Sellers. They're coming off turn 4. Looks like Josh Wise got in the wild bounce stop, came down into Sellers and Blake Cook. And those 2 guys are going to go around. I think more than the cars happened with the 8 of Blake Cook. Or maybe it didn't. Yeah, it did. Here comes Christopher, McDonald, John Jackson, Andy Seiss, Mike Harmon, all trying to get through this and see the damage on the rear end of the 24 of Eric McClure. That's where I brought out the initial caution, but that's not all, as up front, Chase Elliott in the 9. Darrell Wallace Jr. in the 6. Looks like Elliott was on the inside of Clint Boyer. And right there, those two, of all drivers who could have been those two guys to win the inside wall. J.J. Yaley, Ryan Reed. They could have Armstrong involved. And there's Darrell Wallace Jr. His car is stalled, and he will not be able to refire that car. See the damage on the 16 of Ryan Reed. Chase Elliott, J.J. Yaley, the 28 car. His day's done as he was running 18th at the time. And Chase Elliott, will he be able to continue? No idea, but that is some severe damage on Chase Elliott and Darrell Wallace Jr. His day is over. But this could have just put a few more guys back in this championship, like Elliott Sadler and Brian Scott and Reigon Smith and Ty Dillon. Another look at it. Chase Elliott looks like he was trying to give Clint Boyer some room, but came on the nose of Daniel Suarez and took out Darrell Wallace Jr. And Chase Elliott is out of the race. Got word that Darrell Wallace Jr. will finish 40th today. Eddie McDonald 39th, and Ted Christopher is still, so he should be able to get by the number 9 of Chase Elliott. Should he be able to do so, and he does. So Chase Elliott will finish 38th today here at New Hampshire. A big story in our championship battle. And the guy who's loving it the most is this guy, Brian Scott, in the 2. He is 4th in the point standings, and he's right now leading here at New Hampshire. Chris Buescher, Brad Keselowski, Reigon Smith, and Austin Dillon. Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Brendan Gaughan, Ty Dillon, and Ben Rhodes to top 10. The lights just went off the pace car, meaning we are going green this time around. 6 laps are complete. We will have 20 to go here this time by. Right now, the 37 cars will be on track. Here's the 17 of Ted Christopher. Ted Christopher will be able to continue, but a lot of damage. Same with J.J. Yaley. He will restart 36 after he had a lot of front end damage. Really surprised Yaley is able to continue, but not sure how fast he'll be. Ryan Reed doesn't even have a hood. He is right now in 23rd. Dakota Armstrong stays in the 17th position. Elliott Sadler right now 14th, the guy in 3rd in points. Now Chase Elliott will leave here as the point leader, but his point lead on some of the other guys really will be shortened. But by how much? We'll find out at the end of the race. Brian Scott knows it is an opportunity race, not only to win the race, but just to score major points in the championship. We are backing away from New Hampshire. Chris Buescher got by Keselowski right at the line. He's now in 2nd. Brad 3rd. Smith and Austin Dillon. But now Denny Hamlin on the inside of the 33. Stenhouse on the inside of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. on the inside of Ben Rhodes. Clint Boyer makes it 3 wide. That's where the trouble began for Elliott and Darrell Wallace. That 88 car has been falling back ever since the start of the race. Stenhouse looks like he may have cleared Ben Rhodes, but he's fighting back on the outside. The reigning K&N champion right now, outside the top 10, is up front. The top 6, about the top 8 are right now nose to tail. Brian Scott, Chris Buescher, and Brad Keselowski. And we have trouble for the 15 and Jimmy Weller. Jimmy Weller is off pace and he is smoking. Let's see what happened in the 15 car. Is it a mechanical failure or no? He crashed up here. I don't even think the caution came out. Josh Wise looks like he's going to make contact with Blake Cook, Derek Coop, Cook up the track into Tyler Young, and Jimmy Weller, a innocent bystander in the 15 car. But no caution, but Blake Cook is on pit road in the 8 car, being serviced, and the 15 will take his car behind the wall. Scott out in front of Buescher, Keselowski, Smith, and Dillon, Hamlin, Busch, Ty Dillon, Brendan Gaughan, and Clint Boyer. Now, the first battle on the track is Brendan Poole. This is the 14th spot. Ben Rhodes has it, but Brendan Poole wants it. but Ben Rhodes got a pretty good run on the outside coming off turn 2. Behind him is the 39er Ryan Sieg, only 13 points out of inside the top 10 in points, which would be pretty big for that 39 team. Jimmy Weller is in the garage now, and Blake Cook has just went a second lap down to the race leader Brian Scott. We got a spin off turn 4, Tyler Young and Mike Harmon. After bringing the caution out. Not sure why the caution came out for that, but it did not come out for Blake Cook and Jimmy Weller. But Brian Scott will be picked up by the pace car for the second time today as Mike Harmon and Tyler Young spun off turn 4. Let's see how that happened. And Tyler Young bounced off the outside wall. Looks like he had a bit too much speed coming off turn 4. And Mike Harmon had nowhere to go in the 74 and ran right into Young. So, gonna take a break. We'll be right back after this. You're Matt Green here with 9 laps remaining here. I'm sorry, 11 laps remaining here at New Hampshire. Brian Scott out in front of Chris Buescher. Brad Keselowski third, Regan Smith, and Austin Dillon, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Ty Dillon, Clint Boyer, and Brendan Gaughan. Sadler, Stenhouse, Daniel Suarez, Ben Rhodes, and Brendan Poole, Ryan Sieg, Armstrong, Clements, Castle, and Chastain. Right now we have 36 cars on track. Tyler Young, 35th, last guy on the lead lap. Blake Cook is he only got a lap down. He is 2 laps down at 36. So Chris Buescher knows he needs to win races if he wants to get back in the championship. And with Chase Elliott and Darrell Wallace Jr. out in the race, can Buescher get by Brian Scott? He spins his tires once again. When he doesn't really spin his tires, but he does not get the jump on the number 2 that he needs. He needs a lot of help, and now Regan Smith on the back bumper to the inside of 22, Keselowski. Should Regan Smith get by the number 22, it would be Xfinity regulars first, second, and third. You don't see that a lot in the series. Smith still working the 22 as he come out of turn 4, and Denny Hamlin almost turns Austin Dillon. The 20 and the 33 make contact. Hamlin down on the inside of Austin Dillon. Smith makes the 7 car bumps the 22 out of the way. That 22 goes high. Now side by side, Keselowski and Smith and Dillon and Hamlin. And up front, Chris Buescher trying to hang with Brian Scott and see if he can put a move on him. Kyle Busch, Ty Dillon now under attack from the 25 of Clint Boyer. You don't really see this 25 car running up inside the top 10 that often. And Boyer putting on a real show for the Xfinity guys. John Witt, the 62 of Brendan Gaughan almost got turned by Elliott Sadler. As I was saying, John was telling him not jogging the car this weekend. Dylan Luppin not able to run the race either. So they added Clint Boyer to run the race. And the 74, Mike Harmon is on pit road, so trouble for the 74. As Smith has gotten by the 22 and Hamlin's gotten around Austin Dillon. That means Xfinity regulars first, second, and third by Chris Buescher on the back bumper of Brian Scott. Can he finally get his first career win, or can Buescher get by and get his first win of the year? It just comes down to who wants it more. Does Buescher bump him out of the way? And the caution's going to come out, and this is probably going to save Brian Scott. Eric McClure involved, Andy Seiss, Peyton Sellers blowing up, and he's coming down pit road. And something has happened to 74 Mike Harmon. Not sure what happened, but I'm going to go back and see what happened to 74 Mike Harmon. Looks like he just blew up. Then something happened back here. Let's go back and see. Peyton Sellers in the 97. Looks like he gets turned by the 24 of Eric McClure. Yeah, McClure turns Sellers up on the outside wall. That is a hard impact and a hard angle to go up into the outside wall. And Peyton Sellers drives away, but that is a hard impact for that 97 car. Alright, we are back going green with the three laps remaining at New Hampshire. Peyton Sellers is out in the race. We got 34 guys remaining on track. We'll have 3 laps. Should a caution come out at any time in those 3 laps, we will race back to the line. Chris Buescher needs to get a great jump and make a move on Brian Scott. It is possible. Look at what Austin Dillon did last week. Kevin Harvick looks like he was going to win the race at Kentucky. Caution came out, had a 1-lap shootout. Dillon got by, won the race. Can Buescher do it to Brian Scott? Can Brian Scott finally get that first career win? Reigon Smith, these 3 guys trying to get back in the championship battle after the top 2 in the points, finishing 38th and 40th. Coming down the green flag, Buescher does not get going again. Well, he gets going, but he's just not enough to make a move on the number 2, Brian Scott. Brad Keselowski on the inside of Reigon Smith for 3rd place. Buescher, though, right on the back bumper of Brian Scott. Keselowski, Reigon Smith stays out in front of the 22, but not for that long, as Brad's still on the inside as they come out turn 4. Chris Buescher right on the back bumper of Brian Scott. And we have a crash off turn 4, Brendan Gaughan, Stenhouse, and Daniel Suarez. These guys back here have this is a race for the win right here. Buescher needs to make a move down into turn 3. I think it's going to be too late for Chris Buescher. It's been over 6 years, but it's finally going to happen today. Brian Scott will come out turn 4 from the pole to victory lane. Brian Scott wins at Loudon. It's finally going to happen for Brian Scott. He is finally going to get that elusive first career win in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Chris Buescher second, Brad Keselowski, Reigon Smith, and Austin Dillon in your top 5 after a crash off turn 4, landed the race to finish under yellow, and he collected the 98 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr., the 18 of Daniel Suarez, and the 62 of Brendan Gaughan. Let's go back and find those guys. Suarez is right now 20th. Brendan Gaughan is 21st. Stenhouse is 13th. Ryan Sieg is 12th. And Sieg can be just a couple of points outside the top 10 after this race. Elliott Sadler looks like he will grab a top 10 finish. But coming across the line, Brian Scott wins at the Magic Mile, his first career win in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Chris Buescher, a great 2nd place finish, and he will be back in the championship battle. Well, not really that. Actually, not. I don't know. He's not going to be back in the battle yet, but he has gained up a lot of points on Chase Elliott. And now look at the points right now. Scott has gained 38 points, meaning he is about 20 points behind Chase Elliott. So, going to be a big day and a big shakeup in the championship point standings. As we look at your results. Kyle Busch never really a factor. Ty Dillon, Clinton below your top 10. Brendan Gaughan, Chastain, Ryan Reed, your top 20. Daniel Suarez, Cale Conley, David Starr, Josh Wise, Coop, Yaley, Gase. Back here, John Jackson, Tyler Young, Andy Seiss, Ted Christopher, Blake Cook, 2 laps down in 34th. So, again, apologize if my commentary was not great. Just when trying to talk when you got a pretty bad cold is kind of hard. So, I did my best, but got this race done. Tomorrow will be the Cup Series live from Loudon, the Magic Mile. Carl Edwards, can he go back-to-back wins in the series? We'll find out tomorrow. As congrats to Brian Scott as he is finally a winner in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Goodbye, everyone.